All right, as you find your way to your mat, let's find an easy seat. Maybe bring a yoga block with you. We're going to add a twist in our runner's lunge today. So you might want to have that handy. Otherwise, we're going to sit in whatever way feels best for us. Lift up nice and tall, lengthen out that back. Drop the shoulders nice and low. Blink the eyes closed if it feels okay. Maybe palms face up as we relax the hands on our knees if that feels good in our body. And start to notice each part of each breath. The inhale as it moves in through the nose. The exhale as it makes its way back up and out of the body. Maybe you feel a cooling as you follow the inhale. Maybe you notice a warmth to the breath as you exhale. One more. Nice, big, deep, round breath. Then we're going to drop that chin down toward the chest. On exhale, we're going to roll that right ear over toward the right shoulder. Maybe that left hand comes to the mat. On our inhale, we'll sink the chin down toward the chest. Exhale, roll it over. Left ear toward the left shoulder. Maybe the right hand finds the mat. And again, we'll sink the chin back down toward that chest. Slowly rolling our gaze back up into neutral. Let's circle out our shoulders. Nice big shoulder circles here. Maybe inhale to squeeze up, exhale to roll back and down. We'll switch directions. We're going to squeeze those shoulders up and then roll them forward. And then we'll relax, release, and let's make our way to a tabletop. Coming to our hands and knees, stacking our shoulders over our wrists, our hips over our knees. Let's take a few cat and cow with the breath. Inhaling for cow, exhaling to round the spine, tuck the chin for cat. And if you want to linger in one or the other, you can, or just flow back and forth with the breath. Inhale, cow, exhale, cat. One more. As we return to neutral, we're going to walk out to a puppy stretch, walking those hands out. We're going to melt the heart toward the mat, but we don't have to get there. Check in with those shoulders, see how they're feeling. And walking those hands all the way back underneath. We're going to take that right hand, reach it up toward the sky on our exhale, sweep that right arm all the way under. Maybe we start to lower that right ear and shoulder toward the mat. Maybe walk those left fingers toward the top. And we'll press into that left hand as we sweep the right arm all the way back up toward the sky one more time. Exhale, tabletop. Left arm opening up, reaching toward the sky. Exhale, we'll sweep it under for thread the needle. Maybe walk those right fingers to the top. And then we'll plant in that right hand. Sweep the left all the way open. Release. Then we're gonna walk our hands to the top. Spread those fingers, tuck the toes, and let's find our first down dog. Sending the hips nice and high, hang the head, maybe walk our dog, bend one knee, then the other. And on our inhale, we're going to travel however we want to the top of our mat and into a ragdoll. Bend the knees generously here. Hang heavy with that head. Grab opposite elbows. And as we release, we'll roll ourselves all the way up. Finding our way to mountain. Our first one here standing, making sure those feet are anchored underneath those hip bones, that we find that tall spine, lifting up through the crown of the head. Shoulders stay nice and soft. Two nice big breaths here. And on our inhale, we're going to sweep up tall. Exhale, hinge, fold, step back to a plank. Could be a high plank or modified. On our exhale, we're going to lower down, elbows in along the body. Our inhale for baby cobra, not using those hands as we lift the chest. Exhale, pressing back to down dog or to a child's pose if you prefer. On our inhale, we're going to travel back to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Nice flat back. Exhale, round and fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. On our exhale, we're going to add a chair here at the top, sinking those hips back. Gaze and chest lifted. Exhale, folding, stepping back to plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, traveling to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhale, chair. Exhale, folding, stepping back to our plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra or an up dog. Exhale, up and back, down dog. Inhale, traveling to the top. Exhaling to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhale, chair. Exhale, folding, stepping back to plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, we'll press it back, down dog. On our inhale, we'll travel to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhaling tall. Exhale for chair. Exhale, fold. We're gonna step our left foot back, opening up to a warrior two. And turning those hips back toward the top, stepping back to the top, back to our chair. Exhale, fold, stepping left foot back again, crescent lunge. And bringing those fingertips toward the mat, maybe with the block. We're gonna find a runner's lunge. We may need to slide that left foot a little further down the mat. And then adding our twist, leaving that left hand, opening the right. We'll lower that right hand and we'll walk to a wide leg fold, extending both legs, both feet parallel, adjusting your width here as you like. And keeping the weight in the heels, we're gonna bend one knee and then the other, a little bit side to side, stretching out the inside of those legs. Back to center. Then we'll walk to the back of the mat, turning those left toes, runner's lunge to the back. Adding our twist, we'll leave our right hand, open up the left. Lowering our left hand, rounding down, we're gonna rise up to that crescent lunge. Take your time here, finding that balance, nice and strong. Big step to the top, chair. Exhale, fold, right foot back, warrior two. We'll windmill those hands, bring that front foot, step it back, down dog. If you want to add the bottom of your salutation, you could do that here. And roll to your plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. And let's all take the knees nice and wide. Sink those hips back toward the heels, child's pose. Couple of breaths. Breathing into the legs across the lower back. On that inhale, we're gonna flow it forward. Exhale, up and back, down dog. On our inhale, we'll travel those feet to the hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhaling for chair. Exhale, fold. Right foot back, warrior two. Start to make our way back around. We'll turn those hips, big step back, chair. Exhale, fold, right foot again, steps back, crescent lunge. Feel that warming in those legs. We'll reach those fingertips forward, making our way to our runner's lunge. Sliding that right foot back. Adding our twist, Leaving that right hand on the block or the mat, opening up with the left. As we lower that left hand, we'll walk to a wide leg fold. And again, we'll bend one knee and then the other, keeping the weight in those heels, side to side. Back to center in our wide leg fold. We'll walk to the top of the mat, runner's lunge. Adding our twist, we'll leave the left hand, open the right. As we lower that right hand, rounding down, rise up, crescent lunge. Again, take your time. That big step to the top, feet together, chair pose. Exhale, fold, left foot back, warrior two. And we'll windmill those hands, framing that front right foot, we'll step back, down dog. Again, if you want to add the bottom of your salutation, you can do that. And then we'll all find the child's pose, sinking back when we're ready. On our inhale, we're gonna float forward. Exhale, up and back, down dog. Traveling to the top of the mat, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhale, let's draw those hands to heart center. We're gonna do a little bit of balance work. Maybe we'll want our block handy. Just depends. We're gonna do gentleman's chair, figure four chair. Lots of options here. So first, sink back into that chair. We're gonna leave our left foot as the anchor leg first. We're gonna start to pick that right heel up. And maybe first we just cross at the ankle. Maybe we come to a block. Maybe we're able to come all the way on top of that left leg. Thinking about sinking back. Relax that right leg. Keep breathing, find that focal point. One more breath, wherever you are. We'll rise tall, release, and shake things out. Maybe switch, putting that block to the right side of the right foot. Each side's a little different, so always be ready for whatever each side wants each day. All right, resetting. We're gonna sink back again into chair. The right foot's gonna stay this time. Left heel first, lift. Maybe cross on the shin. Maybe use the block as you sink in that right hip. Doesn't matter where that foot is. Just keep breathing, work within yourself. One more breath. Beautiful. All right, stand up, shake things out a little bit, those hips side to side. Circle out the ankles. Slow the breath a little. And find our way to mountain. Anchored, nice and tall. Strong, but soft. And then one more time. Inhale, reach it tall. Exhale, fold, find your way to plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, up and back, down dog. One more breath. And then when you're ready, child's pose. One more time, sinking our hips back toward those heels. Forehead toward the mat. One more breath. And then we'll rise up back to our tabletop and into our cat and cow with the breath. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more. And then out to our puppy stretch. Melting the heart down toward the mat. We'll walk those hands back up. And let's take our hands to about 90 degrees off to the left. Gaze back at our feet. And we'll move through center. We'll walk our hands off to the right. We'll gaze back on this side. And back to center. And we'll lower, finding our way to a nice, tall, easy seat. Let's extend our left leg first. We'll plant that right foot on either side of that left knee. Pull the left toes back towards us. And then we'll twist toward that right knee, right hand behind us. Tall spine. As we come back around to center, we're going to relax our right leg on top of the left leg, maybe above that left knee, bringing our hands back behind us. We're going to slowly walk that left foot in, just as far as feels okay. Try to relax that right leg. Nice tall spine here. Seated pigeon. We'll walk or slide that left foot long. And we'll switch sides. We'll send the right leg long. Planting that left foot on either side of the right knee. Right toes up and back towards you as we twist to the left. Around to center, we'll relax the left leg. On top of that right leg above the knee, relax the left leg as you walk the right foot in, or seated pigeon on this side. It's okay to feel differently from one side to the other. Just make sure you can keep that slow, deep, steady breath. And we're going to slide that right leg long, release the left. We'll plant both feet and we're going to roll all the way back onto our mat, onto our back. Walk those shoulder blades nice and low. Settle in here. And then hug those knees into chest. Rock a little side to side. If you prefer happy baby, you can definitely find that here. Taking the soles of the feet, pulling those knees down toward the side body. One more. Nice big breath here. Maybe on that inhale, squeeze in. On the exhale, we're going to find Shavasana. Use any props you want to get nice and comfy and cozy there. As we extend the legs, relax the feet, relax the legs. Make sure those shoulder blades are nice and low. Relax the arms. Feel that back body nice and heavy against the mat. Blink the eyes closed if that feels okay. And once again, return to that breath. Once again, noticing each part of each breath, the inhale, the exhale. Feel the body respond to your breath. Feel the mind clear. And just be relaxed. Few more of those nice deep breaths. Really feeling that back body, how grounded, how settled, how heavy it is. As we slowly Come back and invite gentle movement first, fingers, toes. Planting the feet, we can roll to either side, to the left or to the right, and we'll pause to seal in all the good of our practice, to inhale in the good, and to use these last few exhales of practice as a way to leave anything here we don't want to take with us. And we'll meet back in an easy seat as we're ready. Pressing up, growing tall, settled in those sit bones, soft in the shoulders, nice, slow, deep breaths. Thank you, as always, for sharing in practice with me. Namaste. As I said, I so appreciate every moment that you spend in practice with me. And if you want a little bit more, which I would love to share with you, I want you to check out behind the scenes of my Yoga with TG membership, where I have all the flows and all the styles and all the links. It's searchable, there's meditations, there's everything in an app that you can queue up 24/7 on demand as you need it. Would love to welcome you into that community. Have a great day.